Good morning from Cebu. This morning I was gonna go to Julie's Bake Shop. It's about a 10-minute walk from here. In my case, probably about a 15 or 20-minute walk. And some of it's areas that we've been over a couple times, some of it's not. But come on along as we go. There we go. Good morning, Mrs. Cindy. How are you doing today? Well, I already know the answer to that because, like, I was just with you 2 minutes ago. Hopefully we'll get a few people joining us pretty quick. But if not, hey, not a big deal. Like I say, a lot of this area is area that we've been over quite a bit. But I am going to take you up through a lot of area that we haven't explored yet. And actually, it's going to kind of be neat that I may extend the walk a little bit. Where Cindy is supposed to give birth at is going to be up in this general area. And I'm not sure if I want to just take the bike and explore that area so that I know how to get there, or if I just want to, yeah, that cab was awful close. Do it as a walkabout. But we are beginning a house search too. The first two places we looked at, I didn't get any video, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because, to be bluntly honest, neither one of them were a great fit for what we were looking for. One, the place was just thinking not even close to what was advertised. There was a post in the middle of one of the bedrooms. There was a concrete pillar that I guess the agent said that they had put an addition on the front. They extended the front of the house. So that was one of the main support pillars for the house. So they couldn't move it or take it off. Hey Brandon, how you doing this morning? Salil Sweets? One of my videos, one of my walkabouts, that we saw some real vague info about a townhome for rent. And so I'd kind of like some more info on that. I may either have to just walk down and find it, or go back and actually physically take a look at the place. These walkabouts are really good for me for a few reasons. One, they force me to get out and do some exercising. And it kind of helped let me explore the city a little bit more too. This street coming up here is kind of a busy street that I do need to cross though. So fortunately I'm doing this at a light. We saw an apartment that's got to be in this area. That we saw Queensland Manor in the background. And we also saw that Spinoda or whatever, that other condo. So we know it's really close. One of the buildings that you could see out a bedroom window looked very familiar, but neither one of us can picture where it was. So we're gonna have to do some exploration, and we sent a message to the person that, yeah, hey, we're very interested in this place. What do we got to do to see it? Good morning, Chris. How you doing today? Well, my exact location, I can actually help you with that one. We're on General Maximilian and Ramen Street is my exact corner for the moment. That I'm gonna be heading off that way up. I think that's Ramen Extension. That because I'm walking, I can actually take the shortcut through there. That oh, there it is. I love these countdown timers on the red lights themselves. Yeah, I'm just outside of Mango. As I cross the street, Mango is right up that way. Right up that way. That Cindy and I will frequently go there for dinners and stuff like that. That they've got a couple, 3 restaurants right up there that's really good. Mahambundak. Mahambundak. Ooh, that smells good. I'm not entirely sure I've ever been walking up this way. Now, this is something that Cindy and I were talking about doing. It's just find some of these neighborhoods that we like, get in there and start wandering around the neighborhoods and see if we can find some signs for places for rent. That Filipinos seem to be like some of the best networked people in the world. So that might be a legitimate way to find a rental. And at this point, we're kind of in a hurry. That Cindy, for a lot of good reasons, would like to be settled somewhere by no later than mid-July. That way we're not trying to apartment hunt or house hunt while she's 7-8 months pregnant. Oh, this is so cool. You're gonna have to excuse me. Yep, squirrel. Gorgeous flowers. Got really cool flowers. Yeah, that big mirrored building is right next to Ayala Mall. I kind of wonder what these are. Yeah. Here's something that's kind of cool. Now this is at night it's open. That it's more of a 20-something crowd for clothing and stuff like that. And I'm thinking that these are the people that put these murals up. That they're actually really cool. And as soon as this guy goes by, I'll cross and show you the other side. Oh. That's actually neat. I like the phrasing that they used. This is actually pretty cool. I like these murals. Every time we drive by them, that they're, I find them cool. And if I understood the language a little bit better, I'd kind of like to stop and check it out a little bit more. Again, they've got some more on here. I'm just from the crowd that hangs out there, I'm assuming it's them that's doing the murals. So I'll actually give that more mural than graffiti. Way too easily. You can ask Cindy or anybody that knows me well. If I suddenly go dead, Cindy, please send me a text on my American phone that I just got a data warning that says my data is expired. So, but I got one the other day and it continued right on. So I don't know what that all is about. Yeah, it's kind of a tight corner for these. But they got a child development center, kind of an advanced preschool for kids. And this is one of the campuses for a college. That education here in the Philippines seems to be a massive priority for people. And that's actually way cool. And here it's affordable. That people can actually get a college degree and not being hocked for the next 40 years. Well, I was kind of waiting until he figured out what was going on, but I don't think anybody else is either, so as soon as I get a passage, I'm gone. There we go. I don't know if you can see it, but I think right there is the wash and dry that we take our bedding, our laundry sheets into, the laundry sheets, take our bed sheets and stuff to. That the washer that's in the apartment, in the condo, does well, but it's small enough that I don't want to put all of the bedding through it. And it's only like $3. They're doing just the bedding below their minimum. So out of curiosity, how is buffering today, and can you hear me well over all the noise? Mahmundak. This is a huge office complex that I'm kind of curious about. But with under normal circumstances, I go in and ask. I'm not shy. But with all the restrictions and COVID stuff, I I'm kind of hesitant about just walking into these buildings. Oh yeah, that's the road we would take to go to Ayala. Or one of the roads we would take to go to Ayala. Hey Cindy, next time you want ramen, we ought to come up here. But it's actually a fairly short walk from the condo. See, these ancestral homes are gorgeous to me. I would love to learn a little bit more of the history of some of these. Animal Kingdom Veterinary Hospital. If you need your puppy looked at, where am I? There you go. You know where to go. Then, Mambuntag. Yeah, I'll let Cindy translate what the sign actually means. Since I've got the new phone with smart data plan, it seems to be going a lot better. But I still kind of want to try and check it out too. Keep an eye on it, make sure it is going better. And right now, as you can see, I'm going through not too bad of buildings, but there's a few buildings that could be blocking signals too, so. If it does start buffering too much, please, guys, don't hesitate to let me know. I can always reroute, or absolute worst, restart on a new. Oh, that's not what I thought it said. You'll frequently see signs here that says no public urination. Mambuntag. Yeah, I distract too easy. Mambuntag. I noticed the "We are hiring" sign. Sadly, yeah, there is. There's a lot of businesses that are shuttered. That COVID is really, really taking its toll on everything. I don't want to get in the way of everybody getting on and off the bus. Mambuntag. You are starting to see more traditional jeepneys go by. That I just saw one a minute ago. And there we go. Julie's Bakeshop. That's my ultimate destination. But just up here is a road I want to check out. Mambuntag. See, there's still a fair amount of these sari-saris and these smaller stores that have managed to weather the storm and are still staying open. But a lot of mid-sized buildings, businesses, that they've sadly closed up. Cebu Downtown Lions Club. that Cindy and I were Lions back in Phoenix for a while. Tahoe. Tahoe. Something like that. I know I'm butchering the pronunciation on that. Hey, there goes one. One of the traditional jeepneys. I love the looks of those things. But yeah, I'm concentrating on getting across so I don't get run over. So Cindy, what do you want from Julie's when I go back? Let me get up here a little bit more and I'll show you what I'm trying to show you. Definitely let me get out of traffic before I stop and try to show you. That the yellow building, I believe, is the Hotel Elizabeth. That's where we like to stay, where we normally stay. That there is that big mirrored building that you see from the condo. That it's right next to, across the street from Ayala Mall. And right down that street, probably 100 meters or so. Yeah. Check out the guy riding on the side of the crane. Concrete pump. What they're building, tearing down in here. Membuntag. Okay, that's what I thought. Now, when I Googled the directions to that birthing center, maternity clinic, that it said to go down that direction, this street. And I didn't think this was a two-way street. But by the same token, there's absolutely nothing here warning you that it is not a two-way street. So Google may think this is a two-way street when you see that cab coming up. There's not enough room for two cars in there, I don't think. They would be way too close. That I did that the other day. That I went down a two-way or one-way street because it wasn't marked. Huh. I wonder what's going on back there. Oops. Put that in. Yeah, navigating streets can be a challenge here. That area, I think, is kind of blocked off for me. Man, look at that. Glad I felt that. There's a rope right about ankle level that I almost walked through. Almost got my feet caught up in it. Huh. I guess this is a car dealership. Sanyang. I'm not sure if that's Asian or Chinese. If it's like Korean or something, I'd be interested in it. If it's Chinese, not interested. Not being racist, just being political. Just using a little bit of common sense. Chinese manufacturing isn't necessarily to the highest of standards. Now this is another road you can take getting to Queensland, but it kind of takes you in a more indirect route. The car we used to get back to Sabunga after dropping off Sunshine, that they took that route. That he had a van, one of the 15 passenger vans, that was big enough making that turn back there on Robinson Street Extension. Just wasn't happening for him. Yeah. There's a dental lab back there. Gotta love that. Am I still coming through loud and clear to everybody? There we go. That's the stuff. Oh, I didn't know that Julie sold bread too. Ah, thank you, Mr. Brandon. Hey, Cindy, quick. How do you say 6 in Visayan? How do you say 6 in Visayan? Oh, no worries. Uno, okay. Buliko unum. Oh, I may have to go back and check that out. Hey, thanks, Brennan. Korean, I don't mind. Korean's actually pretty good. The dinner quality's improved a lot. My bunda. Tad bit of background noise. Yeah, these Julie's bake shops are all over the Philippines, and they've got some really good baked goods. And they all have little areas that you can sit and eat. And you can get different stuff, drinks. One of my stays here, when I was buying the bike, there was a Julie's right by the hotel I was staying at, that I'd go every morning and get a cup of 3-in-1 and a Pandasol. Yeah, a lot of cars, because of their emissions requirements, a lot of automotive manufacturers, because of the emission requirements and safety standards that they all have to meet, aren't sold in the U.S. that I love MG, the older MG cars, that they had some pretty awesome looks. And they're not sold in the US anymore, but I come over here and I found a dealer here in Cebu. One of these days here in the near future, probably when Cindy's not feeling well and I'm just looking to go touring somewhere, that I'll go down and do a video review of the dealership. Holy cow. He's getting a lot of Pandasol. I hope we have some left. Hey Cindy, they got that, you just put a bag in front of it. They got that chocolate brownies. But I'll grab a couple of those to bring back too. Oh, he's getting more stuff even. Make it a big haul for the day. Now we're gonna see how badly we freak out the hostesses. Uh-oh. They all run away. Oh, I need to remember this one. They got Mountain Dew in the cooler. Remember that? Ayo. Yeah, I'm thinking he either has a restaurant or a sari sari. Uh-oh. I wonder if they think I'm just vlogging. Excuse. Ma'am? Palico, unum Pandasol? Huh? Pandasol. Pen. Sorry. Papalita to? Duha chocolate. Duha. Two. Duha. Pila na. Salamat. Maingat lang. Hey, we got Julie's baked goods. Whoa. The sidewalk fell out from under me. These things are kind of cool too. You're starting to see more of them. I guess they're actually from India. Membutak. Oh, right there's one of, oh, right there's one of the traditional jeans too. But I guess they are starting to come back way more in force. What I started to show, this motor race dealer, you see a bunch of them, and it's a motorcycles, the scooters. Oh, that actually looks kind of good. I may have to go try that out. Chicken chops. I guess they're glazed chicken tenders. I never have figured out where the tender is on the chicken, but Now, part of the reason some of these buildings are shut, some of these businesses are shuttered, is it's still 9:42. That a lot of buildings, a lot of businesses don't open until 10 or 11 o'clock. So some of these are just not open yet. But yeah, that there's a lot that are just flat out closed because of being locked down for so long. Here's another sign for the chicken chops. I guess I was going the wrong direction on the way out. Yeah, here's another look at that ancestral house that's coming up that we saw on the way out. But these old houses are gorgeous. I love the looks of them. Man, Buntak. Hey, there goes another TV. Yeah, instead of walking back up and down. Home and fabric shop. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. I thought, from the looks, I was thinking it was a dress shop, but I guess it's a fabric shop. So you buy the fabric and take it to the tailor. Yeah, a lot of that I've found is true here. Jeepneys. There's a lot of pro and con about these things. I don't know how well you can hear that motor, but it needs a good rebuild. And that's part of the problem, is that as long as it runs, that they will run them. And so a lot of them, hang on just a second. A lot of them wind up getting run well past their serviceable life because they still run. And the smoke and fumes that they belch out are giving them a really bad rap. That I guess in Manila, they've been pretty heavily regulated. Oh, a wedding shop. I thought it was a dress shop of some kind. Now, no, I don't know why I turned my head away from the phone, but this Josh and Matthew's coffee shop shows to be open, but I've never seen it. Shows on Google Maps to be open, but I've never seen the doors open, so I'm not sure if that's one that has been a victim of COVID and nobody has shut it down yet, or what. Or nobody marked it as closed yet. Now, I don't know how well you can read it, but underneath there's a Chinese character. But a lot of Chinese are here and a lot of Korean are here. that the Philippines makes a good place for them to come and learn English, and a lot easier to get into than most English-speaking nations. Muntak. See, this apartment building, I'm not entirely sure what is. And when you see it from the ground floor, it looks to be still shuttered up, like it's still under construction. Oh, I think that might be the... Yeah, I absolutely love these jeepneys. This is a real common shortcut. But I ain't even gonna try and step out there until all the traffic makes their turn. Yeah, you get people turning from the wrong lane all the time. Yeah, this is part of what makes the Philippines so fun and interesting. Hey, another Rusi. Mundak. Yeah, I don't want to turn my back on this traffic, knowing that there's likely to be somebody turning. There we go. Get out here so you get a little bit better, that they got a better chance of seeing you. But yeah, here's the ground floor of that building I just showed you. So I'm thinking it's just not open yet, that it's under construction, or construction got halted because of the current situation, or I don't know. And you see a lot like that. But in all fairness, you've always seen a lot like that, even before all this silliness went down. Yeah, I'm still waiting for traffic to clear out. I'm going to give it a shot. These guys are pretty good. Man, buntag. I just noticed this writing, at Tame the Wild Panda. I'm not entirely sure what that's talking about. But yeah, that store is called Deadways. It looks to be a trendy 20-something crowd. End that they just built stuff at the end of the street. So I've never went up there and explored. May have to do that one day. Some of these little dead ends and stuff like that, I prefer to have Cindy with me. That I'm not afraid of going pretty much anywhere here in the Philippines. But there's areas that I just try to use exercise a little discretion and common sense. And going into a dead end area, even in this area, probably not the greatest idea. White guy makes it a little bit too tempting of a target for desperate people to do desperate things. And sadly, right now in this current situation, there's a lot of desperate people out there. again, that there's looks to be some neat stuff down there. I'd kind of like to explore, but not on my own. I don't see anything bad happening, but I can't guarantee that. Men bundak. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. Is that Bisayan or Tagalog, Cindy? Huh. Now, this is something you'll see too that I always thought was kind of cool. Zoning has absolutely no place in the Philippines. Matter of fact, back there's a microfinance one that's doing the same thing. That they rented a townhome and are going through and running a business out of it. And you see that way commonly here. See, that looks to be a business run out of a home, or it could be a home that's been broken up into apartments. I don't know. Repair shop? Mahmuntag. Oh. It's kind of a cool Honda. Ninja bike. That was kind of good timing. Yeah, you scoot while the scooting's good, that's for sure. Yeah, they got a green light, so these people ain't slowing down. And pedestrians are just kind of a moving target. There we go. Yeah, I was reading the information about the owner and stuff. That this project was started in 2017.
Hey, my friend.
My bundag. But that's kind of the cool thing here too, is that you see a lot of people, they'll see you videoing and they wave and they laugh and they ham it up for the camera. Here's another house that I'm kind of curious about. That there's a lot of places here. I'd love to learn a little bit about the history to them. Some of them may or may not have much history. Some of them probably do have quite a bit. There we go. My Montag. Oh, okay. It's saying monthly rentals now available. We'll have to kind of check. I'll have to get online and check that out. Salil Suites, Cebu. When we first moved in, that was I don't want to walk through the water in front of me. But they were still finishing up construction. That we're getting back to the condo. Oh, cool. Some neat little birds. Yeah, that squirrel thing again. Sorry, people. Magandang umaga, Parabiology. How you doing today? Normally I'm not big into city life, but in the Philippines, yeah, I kind of like city life. I may have to check out what their 2-bedroom studios are, or their 2-bedroom units are, and how much. Oh, there we go. He is turning. Most everybody turns on that. Hardly anybody continues through. There's actually not much down that side street, and it just wraps around to where you can go this way anyhow. So, unless you've actually got business in that side street, most people just most people just turn one way or the other. Now, Queensland Manor has Parabiology, correct. This is Cebu. This is Barangay Zapatera, right by Ayala, kind of in between Ayala and Mango. I think they're moving. Or at least tearing apart the fridge. My Montag. Yeah. If you need a quick room to stay, $5.99 buys you a queen size bed. I guess that construction's going to be a new condo building. And over there is the Horizons 101 in Mango area, in Mango Square area. Those, and it's escaping me at the moment. But they're over by Fuentes area. Yeah, I've got roof deck areas that are noted for their parties. Now, one of the reasons why they say this hotel, or this Queensland Manor, the condo unit, is having a hard time selling units is the name. That there's a Queensland hotel chain here in Cebu City. And I think Queensland hotels are in Manila, and they're noted for short stay hotels and the element that short stay hotels attract. So supposedly that's part of the reason why these units just didn't sell out. But we are back at Queensland, and I'm gonna go deliver baked goods to Miss Cindy, and I am gonna wish everybody mabuhay, and I really appreciate everybody coming and supporting the channel. Enjoy your day, people. Bye bye.